Good morning, everybody. Excuse me while I move the microphone into a somewhat better position. How's everybody? Sorry if you heard any knocks from the microphone, my bad. How's everybody doing today? Uh, so yeah, this is obviously the Long Dark. It's not Wintermute. I did do a sort of first look yesterday, which was cut short due to external circumstances. Uh, Wintermute will resume on Sunday morning. I plan on streaming it Saturday and Sundays at 8 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, or 9 a.m. British Summer Time, because we changed our clocks last weekend. So where are we? Well, hunting for another car battery, because I'm still grinding the traders' offerings. And if memory serves, there might be another car battery in the Hibernia Processing Station. I hope. Otherwise, it's been a waste of a trip. So that's what we're doing. Last I checked, I think we had a major blizzard outside, which I was reluctant to venture out into. Either that or it was extremely cold, and I was reluctant to venture out into that either. But let's see what happens next, shall we? And it is still early enough in the day that if everything improves. It's warming up. I'm not entirely sure if I trust this weather, to be honest with you. I certainly don't trust that moose. Oh, it's getting cold again. The moment I step away from the lighthouse. Oh, yeah, no, it's getting cold. Yeah. I think we'll just wait and see what happens, rather than venture out in this. Not challenging, I know, but this is a survival game, and needless challenge is a quick way to disaster. However much... Oh yeah, I really don't like the sound of that wind. It really doesn't sound like fun. Oh, there's my rancid fat pile. I think I said last time we were here, I should be able to skirt round the moose. It's the bear that's the problem. Although last time, I didn't see the bear during this run at all, and I did the same thing, looking for a car battery. I'm just hoping that there is, in fact, a car battery there. Yes, I know, Eugene, but if I don't need to, I don't need to. And it's not really that much of a problem. If the moose sticks to where it is, I can simply go round it. I did last time. I think I can go round over that way. How are you doing, Eugene? Yeah, yeah. What are we doing? Waiting, I guess. Warming up. Let's see whether we can... If the weather clears a bit, that would be good. Oh, that's what you call the weather clearing a bit. I mean, I could just go along the road and then down. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. That is deeply unpleasant for you. Just going to grab another liter of water. I just realized I'm carrying stinky fish on me, aren't I? I don't want to push my luck any further than I absolutely have to. Right. And if I need to, I'll overnight in the Riken. We're just going to stick our head around the corner here, see what the moose is doing. Well, I hope you are fully recovered now. I finally found my way up in the near dark. It's a funny place to put a bed. Almost. Oh, that's better than some of the alternatives. Oh, it looks like we have 2 wolves on the ice. Oh. Because, of course, I needed a challenge, didn't I? Hmm. I swear those wolves must be part husky. Is that another wolf over there? No, it's not. Oh, we made it. And I know I've checked all this. Doesn't hurt to check again. Of course, with my luck, there won't be another car battery here, but still, it's the nearest place I can double check. Well, that's what I was hoping. I don't know about the at least 5, but memory says there are several. I've taken one out of here. Ah, there we go. All right, there's one.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
So, okay, so far I have found 2 car batteries, and I'm going to have a look around just to see if I can find any others for future reference. Yeah, but no, there's one there. Okay, all right, there's at least one more. That's good. That's what I wanted. I know it's worthwhile if I need to making another trip back. That's all I needed to know, so we're good for one more trip if I need it. I don't need to, and I don't have much cloth on me. Where's the way out? Up.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Oh, heck no. Yeah, okay. No. That's a big no-no. We're here for the night. Glad I brought food with me. Yeah, I am severely overweight there. I mean, it'll be a bit better on the way back, but...
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Too late. Already did it. I mean, if I'm stuck in here, come the morning, then I will do. I want to get this trade done, to be honest. Right. All I've got to do now is survive the bear, survive the moose. I know I can go through the mine, but as I demonstrated, you can go around the moose, so I don't feel like...
not going to be able to carry this.
Nope. Okay. All right. Let's go find the other batteries. Light the fire barrel. Where did I put the fire barrel? Oh yeah, I've forgotten I'd had that there. Ah, there it is. Hey, Tony. No, you didn't.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
There's a howling blizzard outside, which is why I'm here. Yeah, you can hear it. I probably checked this out before. Yeah. Oh. I could always use the leather. Yeah. Yeah, we went from Greenwich Mean Time to British Summertime.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Even though it's not vaguely summer outside. Yeah, I think it was 3 degrees this morning. So, if we need to come back, we have 3 more batteries plus the one I'm going to take with me. I know I've already had a bit of a mosey round. Sounds a bit better outside. It is. Better-ish. Trading in bullets. You can take it apart for several kilos of lead.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Trying to find a decent torch. There we go. See if we can get out of here without encountering anything unfortunate. Hey, Zenlenis! How are you doing? Long time no see.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Well, I did start yesterday, Lady Quicks, but I just had a quick look. I will be running it at the weekend starting on Sunday. Lady Q, Hello, Lady Q. Somebody did a complete playthrough already? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. No, I will run it, and it won't... It'll probably take me several weekends. Ooh, that's slightly disturbing. Where's the moose gone? Oh, there. Now I just have to hope I don't have the bear coming down the hill. Yeah, I'll finish it because I did the previous 4 episodes. And I am curious to see how the story plays out, but that basically means I have to stream it. Yeah, I'm not going to do it more than once either. Once through is more than enough. There's nothing about it which induces me to run it more than once. Yeah, especially after how many years have people been waiting for it? I mean, I remember, there's, back in 2023, people were asking when it was going to be ready. Don't give us any spoilers. As long as we don't have any more magic spears. I don't know. I mean, it would be nice if they added the, added it to the map. But we'll see. Well, here's the question: do we want them continuing to work on the Long Dark, or do we want to have Black Frost? I would just as soon have Black Frost. Now, in case you're wondering what we're doing, Lady Q, or yes, we are doing, want a battery for trading purposes. I'm trying to grind Sutherland's trades to get the bushcraft bow, and the wolfskin wrap. I'd rather have Black Frost. Well, given that how many people have they let go recently? They let go 10 people, and 4 people aren't having their contracts renewed. So I would far rather they finish off Black Frost. Okay. I do want to see what they've done with the Unreal Engine. My experience of the Unreal Engine is not necessarily good. I could break that down, couldn't I? Don't have anything else to do. I don't think. Yeah, I've had issues with the latest incarnations of the Unreal Engine, and possibly the one before. In that, yeah, you get frame rate issues. Some of them are quite peculiar. I think I've tried at least 3 games, all of which showed weird frame rate issues, even if most of the time the frame rate was okay. I don't entirely like when people go for ultra realistic, it looks weird in Unreal Engine. It's sort of like the environmental version of the Uncanny Valley. I'm trying to remember which games I've tried which use it. That is also a point. It isn't properly optimized, and I'm not sure it ever will be. So, you know, those of us who aren't running 5080s or 5090s, or I suppose 5070 Ti's, yeah, we're going to have to do things like either drop the quality or drop the resolution we run the game at. I'm sure it'll be fine at 1080p. Take care, Lady Q. Have a good day. Last I checked, there were complaints. I haven't played Fallout since Fallout 2. Is it Fallout 2? Can't remember. And I never really explored the possibilities of what you could do in it. But yeah, no, it's I mean, what games have I got that use the Unreal Engine? Prologue go way back, which has frame rate issues. Arcadian Days. Now, granted, that's not for everybody. That's, yeah. I've had a couple of crashes with that, and it can get weird in frame rates in some scenes. I think Stone Simulator uses Unreal, but I'm not sure which Unreal engine it uses. But Stone Simulator is charming, so that's all right. Right. With a bit of luck, we'll be able to... Oh. If... Well, at least they can say, it's in early access, you were warned. One of the issues I've had with the Unreal Engine, and I've only really tried it with Prologue Go way back, was that the engine didn't really scale the resolution very well. I don't know what it's like now. We've had updates, but I tried running it at 1080p and it didn't really impress. I think I can't remember the frame rate I got with 1080p compared with 1440p widescreen. You'd expect a drop that dramatic, and it is a huge drop. 1080p, 1440p widescreen is something like 2.5 times the pixels of 1080p, and you'd think it would make a massive difference. Not as big a difference as I was expecting, to be honest. Yeah. Might use Soul Frame at 1440p. I can get 60 frames a second out of that, but it's an updated engine. It looks great. Doesn't really have frame rate issues. And if I drop down to 1080p widescreen and upscale, frame rate issues really go up to about 100 frames a second. Let's see whether we are going to be heading back. Looks like it. What do I want to drop? I'm sure I want to drop something. Oh. Actually, let me just have a quick look. Is there anything I want to drop off here? I know it does. Why am I carrying fishing tip-ups? Why am I carrying fishing tip-ups? I don't know why I'm carrying fishing tip-ups. Not. Oh, that's a kilogram of weight. Well, there's no guarantee. Just because it's a proprietary engine doesn't mean it's a good one. But given that it's based on the Warframe engine, and the Warframe engine is solid, it's very solid, actually.
Barely walk with this much gear.
Of course. I forgot I was carrying those. I brought them with me. I've been carrying them since the last trade I did with Sutherland, obviously. Silly me. Alright, let's see if we can bluff our way past various toothed creatures. Bye, moose. I don't particularly want to get into a fight with wolves. I'll probably light a flare rather than get into a battle with them. It only takes me one torch to get through the mine anyway. I just had a horrible thought. Yeah. Let the paranoia commence. What, the paranoia? Wolves. There's normally a wolf in this area. Oh, heck. It's just going to be a straight-on fight, isn't it? Well, so much for lighting a torch. Oh, I can never remember if I go up and around or down here then up and around. I think it's up here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Last time I came back this way, we were immediately or shortly after I exited into Coastal Highway presented with the fuzzy rump of the bear on the ice. Now, I did kill it. Not yesterday, day before. But, was it the day before? Oh, grief, I can't remember now. It wasn't yesterday, I know. Was it the day before? I know its contents are shoved into a meat curing box. And before anybody asks, yes, I did pick up the coal. And no, if there's any coal I missed, I'm not picking it up on the way back. I'm already encumbered quite enough, thank you very much. In fact, there's quite a stash of coal back at the lighthouse.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Right, I am going to take a quick break for purposes of bladder relief. Oh, excuse me. So I will be back in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere without me. Thank you for that observation, Eugene. I'll take that under advisement. Hang on a second. Yes, I know. I see the coal. I thought I'd picked that up, actually. I picked up a bunch of the stuff on the way out. Or on the way in, depending on your perspective. Oh, if I ever need another vice, I'll come here. Why? Yeah, I suppose people might set up in here. I don't need the salt. I really do not need the salt. I have a plethora of it. I've got more salt on the way out that I've collected here previously. Salt is not something... Yes, I know what you do, Eugene. You probably say I should spend a day just going backwards and forwards, picking up everything, dropping it at the exit. I just want to get back for the trade.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I mean, I'm sure it would make for a thrilling live stream. Just come here, go backwards and forwards, and yeah, I could do that. Maybe one day I will. I mean, you're technically correct. That would be a wise thing to do. Hello, Mr. Wolf. Yeah, I've got coal here. Got salt there too. So I have a question, Eugene. If the bear was safely dead, and had I stayed, would have remained dead for another couple of days, when I left the coastal highway, will that condition apply now, or will it have respawned? Yeah, come on, throw it.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Okay. So what you're basically saying is the bear's respawned by now then? Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. So I should be safe until maybe Monday or Tuesday. Actually, probably Monday. Yeah, yeah, well, that's a valid point. I was going to go straight across the ice, but there's a wolf back. And if I can get through this without killing more wolves, that would be nice. Yeah, last time I came through, exited here, encountered the bear's backside up there somewhere. Ended up crossing over the ice and running ahead of it, more or less. That's a very wise wolf. If I say something positive at this point, I'll probably get eaten in the next 10 seconds. Or trampled. Or both. We made it back. Yay. Where's my... Ah, there it is. I need to find a more secure place to put the pemmican. Wait, well, I got the battery, at least.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
All I've got to do now is remember what he needed to trade. Let's see. What did he need for that trade? It was 2 liters of lamp oil, a car battery, and 6 cloth. Good job I picked up this. Do I have 2 liters of lamp oil? Let's see. Yes, I do. Let's give him all the little bits first. How's everybody's mental arithmetic? Anybody want to add that lot up? 4.8. Yeah, I think that's about 2 liters. I think that's more than 2 liters, to be honest. Let's see if I can actually do the mental arithmetic for the fun of it. Okay, so what we got? That is 0.4, 0.8, 1.2, 1.41, 1.44, hang on, 1.61, 1.89, 1.95, and that should be 2 liters. And if it's not, I've got lamp oil back at the hut, and I'm going to be dagging all his fish. Let's give him this little scratchy bit as well. I think I managed to get rid of my official 0.0 liters of oil too. I had a tin which had literally 0.00 liters of oil in it, and it still managed to register it. Right, so that's everything I need for making the trade. Now, if I was of an adventurous bent, I could probably dash across the ice at this point. But I think I'll pick up sticks instead, because I do actually need sticks. Really didn't have enough sticks with me on that little excursion. I'm kind of lucky I didn't need to make more torches. Alright, let's see if there's anything needs repairing. Actually, it won't hurt me to do it here, will it? What needs fixing? New. 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 Huh. That's not bad. Came through that unchewed, more or less undamaged. I'd forgotten I have 20 odd arrows in the other place. Arrowheads, I should say. One more thing I don't have much trouble with. Hatchets, arrowheads, salt at the moment. I've got about 70 arrowheads. Anybody remember where I keep my feathers? There, apparently. Okay, so do I have water? I should do. I do. This should be all cured. Oh no, it's not.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Last time I checked, I had something like 30 odd wolf skins. And despite the fact that I sacrificed several axes for my fur requirement for fur firewood, the last trade I did, yeah. I've got 12 in there, 3 there, and a few others hanging around, I think. Brother. And... Yep. Bunch of cured bear. Hey, Donnie.
I can drop any of this gear.
How are you doing? That's a complete bear and some fish. How's your day going, Donnie? Wish I was sleeping more so I could reorganize my day a bit, but that apparently is not going to be my lot at the moment. As you can tell, Astrid got back from Desolation Point, and with Eugene's able assistance, we found not 1 but 4 car batteries, which are all now in the same place. So, all going well. In the morning, we'll... How's everybody's fur babies, by the way? I hope they are all well. I'm trying to remember the names of everybody's fur babies who's on the channel right now, and I'm not having a lot of luck. Hang on, let me refer to my notes. Oh, we know about Peanut, Lola, and Earl, of course. I hope they're behaving themselves. I think Misfit is Zen Lennis. And then we got Pookie and Tatty for Eugene. And I think that's everybody. Lola bit you. Oh, and Furball, Smoke, and Bug. There we go. Why did... Yeah, I've got two immediate thoughts that come to mind, Danny. One is, why did Lola bite you? And then the second thought was, what did you do to deserve that? Which is victim blaming, and I'm sorry, I shouldn't do it. But... what am I trading for? Oh, it is Vagabond Soup. It was about the only thing I that was really new on the list. So, yeah, that's what we're heading for. Oh, okay. Yeah, you clearly did deserve it then. I hope she didn't bite you too badly though. In all seriousness, I hope you're okay there. Oh, that's not too bad.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Hey Anna, how are you doing? We still have 40 minutes to go. And you know, me switching from Greenwich Mean Time to British Summer Time isn't helping. Right, let's see what the weather is doing and whether we are in a position for a quick gallop across the ice. Ah, not too bad. Could be worse. That's funny. It's a ruined rabbit pie. And I just... I'll try and get that, ease it down. Well, at least today wasn't interrupted by people delivering our washing machine. I should hasten to add. It's not me buying a washing machine, it's the apartment complex.
Not sure I can carry much more.
Apparently not even rabbit pie is sufficient to overcome the burdened nature of 15 kilograms of car battery. If anybody is easily amused in this morning's vintage story live stream, I caught 2 hares. I know the title says it's wabbit season. Yeah, anyway, I caught 2 hares. And I just realized I've got the wrong food on me. Ah.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
And not only did I catch 2 hares, it was easy, which I was not expecting. And I caught a buck and a doe, and they started breeding immediately once I got them back. And I discovered I can turn small pelts into leather. So if they breed fast enough, I can hope to make some decent armor. Although opinions vary about whether the armor I want to make is decent or not. Sorry about this. I just... Yep, they are going to be fed an awful lot of mashed turnip. If my farming endeavours have given me anything, it is a plethora of turnips. And the chickens go through grain like nobody's business. Oh, the chickens are breeding. I've got three more chickens So I got 2 adult chickens, 3 adolescent chickens, and 3 baby chickens. So I should be able to get a nice steady supply of eggs soon. But the rabbits are technically probably more important. Because, yeah. But it was a nice little moment. I'm turning into a proper Bronze Age farmer in that game. And I may have found iron ore. Traces of hematite. What is kind of amusing, and what they don't tell you, well, yeah, I've also found cinnabar. Now, cinnabar in the game is used as a pigment, and cinnabar in real life was used as a pigment, but it is also mercury sulfide, which is poisonous. Because cinnabar is the main ore for mercury. I don't know whether they have mercury poisoning in the game. They don't have mercury, the metal. At least not that I've been able to see. Oh, look! One of my arrows. Never done so much trading in this game. Yeah, I've actually lost track of what I've gotten. I got the dried apple, I got the pineapple, I got the canned corn, I got the nice mittens, I got the red woolen underwear, bags of flour, bags of salt, and a partridge in a pear tree. Oops. How about that? I did calculate that correctly. More or less. Yeah, I did. My mental arithmetic isn't too bad. As I remember, though, vagabond stew is just rabbit pie without the pie. I'm going to drop off the fishing tip-ups where they belong. I can't believe I carried nearly a kilogram of unnecessary fishing tip-ups. Yeah, the next thing I need to do, in Vintage Story that is get some baby piggies. Yeah, like I said, it's basically rabbit pie. Oh, I think do I need broth? I can't remember. Oh, I was wrong. I thought I had oil here, and apparently I do not. Never mind. Now, talking of amusing, in Sky Children of the Light, somebody had a sense of humor. They set up what are the daily quests, and the daily quests are as follows. First of all, you've got to go to the Golden Wasteland, which is mostly straightforward. Then one of the quests was visit the bonfire, which is straightforward. And then the next two quests, one is relive the Pleaful Parent spirit, which is appallingly difficult, because it takes you right across the realm of the Dark Dragons. The next one was face the Dark Dragon, which basically means you get targeted by them and then run away. So, yeah, a certain amount of danger and difficulty. The final quest was change your pants. I did think that was amusing. Right. What does Sutherland use all that fish oil for? I don't want to know. I really don't. Obviously, he uses it for his lanterns, just like I do. Right. That was straightforward and surprisingly survivable. Well, all that's left to do is you know what we're going to do? We are going to do the whole lotion for his wooden leg. Of course it is. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, we're just going to skip through the day. That is slightly off-putting, it has to be said. Yeah, we're just going to skip through the day. Signal the trade. Oh, great. Of course I've got cabin fever risk. I've spent all this time outside, and yes, of course, it makes perfect sense that I have cabin fever risk, doesn't it? Well, we'll just wait in the car. Can't complain about me waiting in the car.
Out here. Time to look for shelter.
Back for more, huh? Stuff will be there soon.
You know, he could have just given me the recipe over the radio, right? I mean, you don't need it on a sheet of paper. Well, it doesn't matter if it isn't. I'm so close to the hut that... 524 days. Exceeded my previous record by 8 days now. For what it's worth. Oh. He could literally say, right, take your rabbit, you chop it up, you throw it in a pot with some broth, add salt to taste. And at this point you say, oh, that never occurred to me. I don't understand the cabin fever mechanic. I mean, literally in the last few days, Astrid has, she's gone to Desolation Point and back, gone to the island and back, spent time outside. Yeah.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
Yeah, looks like a nice day too. A lovely day for a dash across the ice. Right. Yeah, got enough food there. Ah, what do you want to bet there'll be a blizzard? Apparently I'm wrong. Oh, okay. That's their excuse, huh? Sleeping shouldn't count. I mean, seriously, sleeping shouldn't count. uh oh, I see. I think this is then. Oh, okay, all right, okay. I sort of get it. Curiously, in Vintage Story, apparently, there are players who elect to challenge themselves by going into the polar regions and apparently they do hibernation tactics. That is, they make sure their health is at maximum, and then they sit in a chair. Don't ask me why sitting in a chair works better than sleeping in a bed. At least that's my understanding. And they do that because that way they eat less food. And the strange thing is, this is a tactic sort of based on reality. I can't remember if I've mentioned. I know I must have mentioned it before. Medieval peasants. And the example I'm particularly thinking of is certain French villagers. Come winter, because they, to save on food, they basically sleep as much as they can so they don't have to eat. And apparently it was normal for medieval villagers to be almost dead over winter because people are desperately trying not to die by stretching out their food as long as possible. But that is a tactic you can kind of use in Vintage Story. And even where I am in the game, the winters do get cold. We got down to minus 15 degrees centigrade, which, isn't too bad. But firstly, I hadn't made a proper house, which I didn't realize. So I was essentially doing the rough equivalent of sleeping outdoors the entire time. And then secondly, you have to hope that you've accumulated enough food from your farming activities. And not only do you have to make it through winter, you have to make it through a fair old chunk of spring as well. Because, of course, just because the weather improves doesn't mean that there's anything to eat. And that, too, is surprisingly realistic. Although they haven't got everything. I mean, obviously not. They haven't got everything realistic. I mean, one of the things you can do at my stage of the game is make a glass house. I'm not sure that was really a Bronze Age sort of thing. I suppose it could be if you knew what you were doing. Right. So all we need is another Aurora, and then we can find out what else we can trade for. So let's see what we have. Last resort soup. Oh, potato broth. No, that's not it. What was it? Vagabond soup. Rabbit broth salt. Okay, and I don't have broth. all my broth is back at the vacant depot in the transfer pass. Oh well. Actually, I think think I'm actually going to use that for my next. There we go. We spent um I'm not sure. I would honestly have to check um whether the Greeks had it. I'm not sure. I'd honestly have to check. It's interesting to speculate what could be managed in the Bronze Age without access to iron. They could have done quite a lot of stuff. Excuse me a moment. Yeah, anyway. Right. Yeah, that's my screenshot for next time. I spent the last 2 long dark sessions just getting something that I can't make. Just because I want. Yeah, but if they had drinking vessels made of glass, then they are in a position to start thinking about making sheets of glass. Because yeah, it would have been. I'm going to have to check and see how advanced they could have gotten. I know that part of the glass blowing process does depend on iron, and I don't know whether that's a melting temperature thing or something else. But whatever. It's not important. Anyway, we will continue this tomorrow. The grind. Thank you, everybody. Well, yes, I know, but it's the possibility of, what could have been done. People have speculated that they could have had steam engines. Well, no, not with bronze. It probably couldn't have made. It's sort of iffy whether with the Bronze Age could have made steam engines, even though they might have had the knowledge. They have that little toy thing they had that would spin round. Anyway, yep, I'll be back tomorrow. Of course, I'll also be back this evening. My Warframe streams are getting longer. I don't know how, but they are. I've been doing 3+ hour live streams lately. I must be getting used to it. And this evening we are going to be ranking up. I can't remember the name of the Warframe. Styanics. If anyone's interested. Okay, I hope you all have a great day. Don't forget to hug your various fur babies and forgive them the odd bite and chew and claw and keeping you awake and that sort of thing. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the likes. I'll see you all next time.